Hello guys, you are welcome to my channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to be walking you through everything that you need to know about Instantly AI. This is one of the biggest cold email, or AI platform that I've ever seen. All right, so I'm going to leave the discount link down below in the video description to get your free trial after this tutorial. Okay, so the first one I'm going to be starting with is the Instantly Copilot. So when you click on that, so Copilot is Instantly's built-in AI assistant made specifically for cold email. So think of it like, as an AI that understands who you are targeting, what you sell, and how you write emails. That's exactly what Copilot is all about. When you start to warm your emails, you can also click on my email accounts warmed up. So this is where you can check your warm-up status, review your account. All right, to check. Now the first one is retrieve a list of your active email accounts, analyze their warm-up status, scores, limits, and duration. Provide a summary of which accounts are warmed up and which may need action. All right, so let me go down. So you see I have two active accounts here. All right, both accounts have the following warm-up details. Now for my warm-up status, this one is active. It shows my account is already warming up. The warm-up score is 100%. It indicates full warm-up. That means my accounts are already warmed up. Warm-up limit is 10 emails per day. So that's the way I set it. Daily sending limits 30. So this is exactly, then the sending cap is just 1 minute. So this is the way I set my warm-up, but don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. And the next thing is automation. So this is the part for automation. You can click here to see, how this one works. So we have this where you can add a trigger. This is where you can add an action. So there are other software like High Level, HubSpot, Arrow B2B, Trigify, Instantly AI that you can use here. So the automation lets you connect different tools and create workflows that trigger actions automatically based on specific events. All right. So the basic setup is just you choose a trigger. All right. You set an action. So when a lead shows interest, so you automatically add them to a LinkedIn campaign. Okay. So that's what this automation is all about. You can take time to just explore. So the next one I'm going to be talking about, these are the ones I use mostly. All right. So this one is basically the job filters, job titles. So here, this is where you can search for a job site title. You just click here. Let's say you are looking for a CEO of a company. You just click CEO. If you are looking for the founder of a company, you can click on founder. So here you can search for a founder, depending on your needs. You just click here and then you get that. Okay, so here, this is where you can search for a particular location. Let's say you are looking for, the location, let's say it's California. So it's going to show you California, USA. So you search for locations there. Here you can search for an industry, let's say agriculture or mining, business details, electronic computer, depending on what you are looking for. So you just search for it there. And the next one is the keywords. So let's say you are under management and advertising. You can search for keywords like, let's say, digital marketing, and all that. So this is exact. Then here, this is where you customize. You find an employee here, the employee of a company from 1 to 10 employees, 11 to, 25. And then here you can, if you are not, then you can customize an employee here. You just click on add. Then let's say an employee of 10. Let's say 10 to 200, if that's what you want. Let's say 10 to 200, you just click on apply. And then you see it's already customized. There you can check their revenue and then look alike domain. So if you have a particular domain that is, that looks like what you are searching for, then you can, search for them here. And then this is where you can add the domains. Okay, so that's for Super Search. So the next thing is email accounts. You click on email account. So these are the accounts that you have purchased from Instantly. So you see these are warm-ups. I've started warming up my emails and I've also started sending emails. So these are some of my email accounts. And then if you want to add emails, you just click here to add emails. Now we have the pre-warmed accounts. We have the done for you email setup. Now these are the accounts that have already been warmed up. You can just, they have about 51 domains remaining. You can just click here to continue to buy. If you don't want to waste time, you don't want to start, warming up emails, you just get started as soon as possible. So with this, you can start sending emails, cold emails, instantly without having to warm up. Then this one is done for you. So for this particular one, you will need to buy a domain from instantly. So these ones you buy from instantly. And the good thing is that they do everything up automatically for you. You don't need to start setting up, DKIM, SPF and all that. Everything is automatically done for you. But for this one, you will need to wait for 2 weeks for it to get warmed up before you can start sending cold emails. And then if you have your own already, let's say you already have your own domain, this is where you can connect existing account. All right, this is where so this is what you can do. So if you don't have any, I will just, instead of going through the headaches of connecting, you can either buy from here or from this one. So I'm going to go back. So for your domains, you can click here. All right, so you see summary for past week. So 79 warm-up emails received, depending on how you set it. All right, 79 emails sent, and so you see, so it's going to start show you emails warm up that you have sent, and then you can click on settings. All right, this is your name, your last name. You add your name and your last name. So you hover, they say tags are used to group your accounts. You can use tags or filter accounts in the account list or assign an entire tag to a campaign. So here, this way you can add tags if you want to create a tag. All right, this is the campaign settings. The daily sending limit is 30. All right, for each account. Let's say for this particular account, the daily sending limit is 30. The minimum wait time when used with multiple accounts is going to be 1 minute. All right, that's the minimum wait account. But normally, I would advise you to set it to like when you start sending code emails, let's say 5, and all that. It's not bad. So campaign slow ramp. All right. It say enabling slow ramp will gradually increase the number of campaign emails sent per day, helping to improve deliverability for new or warming accounts. All right. So you have to enable this so that instantly can begin to send the emails gradually per day. Because if it starts to blast all emails, they can start landing spam folder. So you don't worry about this one. All the emails will be sent directly into your inbox. All right, so you just enable this. Then we have the daily inbox placement test limit. So this one, just leave it. That's just basically for test emails. Then the custom tracking domain. So I will not advise you. I will advise you. So do not use this one because, for deliverability sake, so I don't use this one. I don't really want to track my domain. So if you want to do that, you can just copy this, but I don't really recommend that. So your tracking domain or subtitle. So you can check the status here. Okay, so when you come down, we have the warm-up settings. All right, say increase per day suggested. For this particular one, I just left it. I allowed Instant to do their own thing. It's just 1 email per day, and then it's basically for deliverability sake. And then the warm-up emails limit is 10 for this particular one. Now, depending on the amount of emails you are sending, all right. So the reply rate here suggested is 30%. So personally, I just like to leave everything like that. So you can click here to show the advanced settings. So one more settings advanced. So here it say only send emails on weekdays for a natural sending pattern. All right, so you can enable that here for. All right, but don't worry, there are other places we can do this. So read emulation, spend time and scroll. So basically, those are the main things that you will need. All right, so I'm going to go back. Okay, the next thing is going to be campaigns. This is where you can set your campaigns. You click on campaigns. So this is one of the campaigns I've set up already. And then you see I've gotten about 2 replies here. All right, you see my campaign is active. So you can just add new campaign if you want to. All right. So you can click on it to see your campaign. So you can just click on, add new. Then you name your campaign. All right. Just name the campaign and then you click on continue. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is to add leads. All right, you add your leads. Then this is the analytics. This is where you start checking the performance of your campaign. All right, so you check the sequence started, the open rate, the click-through rate, So this way you add your lead. You can just click on add lead, maybe as a CSV file, super search, emails manually. You can enter emails manually from Google Sheets. So whichever one you want to use, you can use that. So I'm going to go back. And then next thing is the sequence. This is where you set up your campaigns. Now, This is the first one. You put your subject line, you put it here. So this is where you type your email, and then this is where you can preview. And then for this particular one, insert variables in subject line, or a variable like the subject line, instead maybe like hi, hey, different variables, which this one improves deliverability. And then once you have had your first email, and then you can save. And so you can use AI to generate content. All right, templates, you have templates, insert variables. So these are the variable like signature, and then here we also have templates. Okay, for this particular one, use AI. Then we have syntax. Now syntax means basically if you are sending code emails, now instead of just using one particular written email, now the syntax is going to automatically generate different words, so that it doesn't look like you are just sending one particular image. All right, so let's say you are using hi, the syntax automatically writes different variations of that image from so that's just what it's all about. So you will need this one. And then the next step, for follow up, you click on add step. So this way you can add, if you want to do a follow up email. They leave empty to use previous steps heading. So you can just leave it, to use the previous heading for the first one here, for the first step. Now you are going to select the day. All right. So I would recommend maybe about 5 days or 4 days later. You can just keep, let's say 5 days later for follow up. And then this is where you type your email. This is where you're going to type your email. The same thing you did before, you repeat it. And then this is the next step. All right. If you want to create another email after some days, maybe they did not reply. If they do not reply, then you can create another email. Okay. So that's for campaign. The other one is basically just Unibox. So you find some of the emails that you are receiving from here. So you check your campaigns. This is where you can check your campaigns, like, the ones you have created, inbox, all your inboxes, the emails you use to send, emails. Then you check your red reminder schedule, the emails you have scheduled, the emails you have sent. All right. So that's just it. Then this is the analytics. It's basically what you have seen before. You just check your replies, analytics, and all. Now for this one, the open rate, I did not enable it. I disabled it for, because of deliverability issue. I don't want to have any deliverability issues, so I decided to, to disable it. That's why you are seeing this one replies here. That's why you can't see the open rate. And then we also have the website visitors. You can use that, inbox placement, AI agents. So if you want, right, an AI to do everything, like AI replies, this is where you can do some of the stuff here. All right. If you don't have the time, you can even ask somebody to help you manage this whole thing. All right. Help you set up the whole thing. So basically, the ones I use for now, this is where you can configure it.